Most people don't start wearing barefoot shoes randomly. Either something hurts, lower back, hips, feet, or they get drawn into the idea of natural movement, which started mostly in the running community and later expanded into a general foot health. Or they suddenly realize how much their feet have been compressed for years without even questioning it. I didn't start for any of those reasons. I started out of curiosity. After I began paying attention to how my body reacted during longer walks, gym sessions, or cycling. I also didn't come to barefoot wear as someone indifferent to fashion. I've always liked shoes, and during my consulting years, I wore a lot of beautiful ones. That's exactly why my first barefoot pair wasn't some chunky boot or trainer, but sandals. Open toes, minimal sole, sleek black design, something that still feels like me. Once I went down the barefoot rabbit hole, I realized something simple. Out of your entire body, only a very small surface actually touches the ground, your soles. That contact point carries your balance, posture, and ability to move. If that part is off, everything above it compensates. Well, in theory, you can train every part of the body separately, including your feet. But realistically, who has time for that consistently? So you look for leverage, not shortcuts, leverage. Something that supports what you're already doing without demanding constant attention. And that's where my barefoot journey has started. I bought my first pair of barefoot sandals by Xero shoes with a textured insole designed to stimulate the foot even further. And I did what I usually do. I went all in. No gradual adaptation, even though the brand clearly recommended it. Oh, and I paid for it. After a long walk with the dog, my feet were on fire. Not metaphorically, actually burning. I remember standing there thinking, this is too much. This might not be for me at all. So I adjusted, reduced exposure, and let the body adapt. Within a week, the most sensitive areas on the sole started to harden. Walking became enjoyable again, and then something shifted. Not strength, freedom. My feet could actually move fully. At the same time, I realized how much I had been relying on the shoe before. Years of sitting, corporate life, wearing heels, compressing the foot into something that looks good but doesn't function well. And you never question it because it's just what everybody does. If you're wondering whether barefoot shoes are worth it, the short answer is absolutely yes. Your toes can spread and actually stabilize you. You start feeling the ground instead of guessing it. Balance improves. Strength develops where it's supposed to, at the base. I feel it directly on the tatami during jiu-jitsu. Sometimes it feels as if I'm buried into the ground up to my knees. That's how stable the weight distribution becomes. Rotational movement feels clearer and more control. There is less compensation high up in the body. Your feet start doing the work they were designed to do. The shoes didn't improve me directly. They removed something that was getting in the way. From there, it became practical. For instance, what do I wear when condition changes? Weather conditions. So for autumn and winter, I switched to Xero Chelsea boots. They're not elegant. The white toe box looks, let's say, unusual, but the function is clear. Easy to put on, enough room for the thick socks, and with a simple waterproof spray, they handle a wet winter without any problems. From October to April, I wore them almost exclusively. For longer distances, though, I didn't push it. After my first Camino, I knew shoes can make or break the experience, so I used Altra wide toe box, but with cushioning. That combination worked. 500 kilometers from Florence to Rome. No blisters, stable, reliable. Not waterproof, but that was a trade-off I have accepted. At some point, I noticed something else. Most barefoot brands focus entirely on function and ignore everything else. That's fine for training, but not for daily life. That's why I added Lenka. Better design, still functional enough, something you actually want to wear outside training. Not perfect, but aligned with how I live. And that's the point. This is not about finding the perfect shoe. It's about how you use tools. Because the pattern is always the same. Something new appears, it promises more energy, better health, better performance, and there is always a moment where you think, this might be the one. And it never is. Some things help, some remove friction, but nothing replaces the work. And if you are not careful, you spend more time searching than actually building anything. I look for things that support what I'm already doing, things that make consistency easier, things that don't work against me. If you're already doing the work and you remove what interferes, that's where it starts to matter. I don't expect tools to change me. I use them so I don't have to fight the unnecessary battles. The next place where this breaks down completely is sleep, because that's another area where you can try everything and still wake up tired. In the next video, I'll break down why most sleep solutions don't work the way they promise to, and what actually makes a difference when you stop chasing fixes and start looking at the system.